In the heart of winter, when the snow falls so thick it silences the world, an act of kindness can set into motion a story that will be told for centuries. This is the legend of the Crane Wife, a tale of love, sacrifice, and the price of broken trust. It comes from Japan, where cranes are more than birds. They are messengers of the divine. Long ago, in a small mountain village lived a poor but kind-hearted man. He owned little more than his hut and his honesty. One freezing evening, on his way back from gathering firewood, he heard a cry, soft, almost human, coming from the marsh. There, caught in a hunter's trap, was a magnificent white crane, its feathers dusted with snow. The man knelt, his hands trembling from cold, and freed the bird from the snare. For a long moment, the crane's black eyes met his. Then it spread its wings and rose into the gray sky, disappearing into the clouds. That night, the wind howled against the walls of his home. A sudden knock came at the door. Standing there was a young woman in a white robe, shivering. She had lost her way in the storm. The man welcomed her in, sharing his meal and the warmth of the fire. Days passed, the snow piled higher, and the two began to speak, to laugh, to share stories. Eventually, they fell in love. The villagers whispered about the beautiful stranger, but the man paid no mind. For the first time in his life, he was truly happy. One evening, the woman told her husband she wished to help ease their poverty. She would weave silk unlike anything the village had ever seen, but he must promise never to watch her work. He agreed, and she shut herself in a small room. For 3 days, the sound of the loom echoed through the house. When she emerged, she carried a bolt of silk so fine it shimmered like moonlight. The villagers were stunned, and a wealthy merchant paid a fortune for it. The man and his wife could now eat well, keep warm, and live without want. But the woman grew paler each time she wove, as though the work drained the life from her. Still, she offered to make more cloth, insisting it was worth the effort. At first, the man honored her request. But curiosity is a stubborn thing. Why must she keep the door closed? How could such delicate silk come from human hands? One night, while she worked, he crept to the door and slid it open. Inside, there was no woman, only the great white crane he had rescued, plucking her own feathers to weave into the cloth. Startled, the crane turned her head toward him. Her eyes filled not with anger, but with deep sorrow. The crane became the woman again and spoke. "I am the bird you saved from the trap. I came to repay your kindness, but now you have seen my true form, and I can no longer stay." She stepped outside, her footprints vanishing under fresh snow. Her form blurred, her robe became wings, and with a final cry, she rose into the white sky. The man stood alone, the silk still shimmering in his hands, a gift he had never truly understood. In Japanese culture, cranes called suru symbolize loyalty, longevity, and good fortune. The Crane Wife is a tale told to remind people that kindness should be selfless, and that trust, once broken, cannot be mended. It has inspired countless adaptations, kabuki plays, folk songs, children's picture books, even modern novels and music. In every version, the lesson remains. Some love stories are not meant to last, but they can still change us forever. The Crane Wife's story is beautiful because it's bittersweet. A moment of love, born from kindness, lost to human weakness. If you enjoy exploring myths, legends, and fairy tales from around the world, hit subscribe and turn on the bell. Your support helps me bring these timeless stories to life, and together, we can make sure they're never forgotten.